Fusion GPS founder tells lawmakers Trump patterns were suggestive of money laundering. Fusion GPS co-founder Glenn Simpson told the House Intelligence Committee in closed-door testimony that he saw patterns of buying and selling by President Trump that we thought were suggestive of money laundering, and indicated Russians infiltrated conservative groups like the National Rifle Association as part of their campaign influence operation. After Senator Dianne Feinstein, D. California, last week released the transcript of Simpson's interview with the Senate Judiciary Committee, the House Intel panel voted unanimously today to release transcripts, with a few redactions, from their November 8th, at which Simpson invoked the 5th and November 14th interviews with the company head behind the infamous Trump dossier. Simpson confirmed that his firm was originally hired in fall 2015 by the Free Beacon to take an open-ended look at Donald Trump's business career and his litigation history and his relationships with questionable people, how much he was really worth, how he ran his casinos, what kind of performance he had in other lines of work. He noted that Fusion GPS has only had a very small number of political clients and was not out to come up with a hit piece on anybody. They also looked into Senator Ted Cruz, R. Texas, as part of the Free Beacon work, he said. Work for the Free Beacon ceased in spring 2016, he said. Fusion GPS was later hired by law firm Perkins Coie, which had been retained by the DNC. We began to review what we had learned over the previous months and talk about what we would do, now that we would have resources to pursue some of these matters further, Simpson said. Specific lines of inquiry into the GOP presidential candidate were a lot of Mr. Trump's overseas business deals, his history with regard to tax disputes and labor practices with his clothing line. Former MI6 operative Christopher Steele was recommended to Simpson, who had covered Russian organized crime while working for the Wall Street Journal, by a mutual acquaintance. Steele and Simpson first met in 2009 and would talk about various Russian corruption issues, organized crime, oligarchs, over coffee meetings over the years. Simpson said that in the initial stages of the Fusion GPS probe they developed a lot of additional information